But let's get into it, you guys. I could not let another day go past without putting you guys on to Unprisoned because season 2 will be out. So we needed to talk about it. In this video, I am going to catch you up on all things season 1 and prepare your hearts and minds for season 2 because I'll be covering it. And I believe all the episodes drop in a day. So you'll probably be getting one video from me wrapping up season 2. Okay, but I definitely think it's a worthwhile watch.
Get it, don't be timid when you in it, plot it. Love up on it, give along, need it. I don't want no trip, baby, spend like it.
My name is Ashley, and this is My Sweet Perspective, where I give my take on all things TV and movie related, and I am here to put you on, okay? If you are like me, you love watching shows where the characters are nuanced, right? Where they're layered and they have complexity and depth. And while Paige, who is our protagonist, played by Kerry Russell, gets on my last, okay? She gets on my last one, all right? There are still aspects of her that I can relate to. And I love that for us. Okay. Unprisoned is the story of Paige, who's a therapist, right? Social media, you know, icon in the making, all right? And her has a father who has been in prison for most of her life, on and off, right? And she's been raised in foster care by friends of his, by anyone that would really have her, and finally a foster family who takes her in and kind of becomes her forever family, right? And so as the season opens up, we are meeting Edwin. He's just been released out of prison after 17 years, and they're reconnecting. And she's going into this with all the armor, with all the walls up, okay? Every single one of them. She's not playing with them. And so throughout this series, we get to see her not only navigate the relationship between she and her father, we get to see her father, Edwin, played by Delroy Lindo, connect with Finn, her son, his grandson. We get to see her come in and out of relationships, honey, because she was sleeping with married men. Close your legs to married men.
Legs to married men, hooker.
3 years.
See her have an interaction with Edwin's probation officer or parole officer, Mal, who I love down, okay? Love him bad. We also meet her foster sister, who is like her confidant, her ride or die, her realtor, basically, okay? And so again, she's navigating all of these things, but she's holding her dad's past against him, which again, if you've been let down over and over and over and over again, that's not unlikely, but it's just kind of how she presents on the show that's going to kind of piss you off a little bit. And so basically, as the season opens up, he's getting out and she's picking him up, taking him to the store, and we immediately get to understand Edwin's vibe, right? He's a ladies' man. The ladies love him down. Do you hear me? They love him, okay? Because you know he smells good. You know he smells good. Delroy Lindo, for me, when I first saw him in Crooklyn, I was like, that's a man. That's a man. And he's delivered in every role I've seen him in since, okay? And it's no different here. And so we get that he's charismatic, he's funny, he's all of those things, but throughout the entire season, Paige is waiting for the other shoe to drop. We can see and sense that she is just waiting for him to F it all up because that's what he's done her whole life. What I really love is that we also get to see the dynamic between Edwin and her son, Finn. Now, Finn is coming into this eyes wide open. He has got a black man in his life, honey, a grandfather that wants to spend time with him, wants to be a part of his life, and he soaks it up. And I think while Paige experiences her father, Edwin, in this jaded way, right? Finn experiences his grandfather with new eyes, and he gets to see everything from the inside. He sees every step, every move that his grandfather's making and the obstacles that are pushing up against him, while Paige blames everything that happens to Edwin on him. I mean, his inability to get and keep a job, not because he did anything per se, but because of his background. We see he starts working at a thrift store, and honey, they weren't trying to give nobody any breaks. He starts his own business and they steal his bike. It was like for every step he took, he got knocked back a peg or two. And every single time Paige blamed him, right? Up until a moment where he and Finn are in the car together. He had Finn driving his car because he had kept his car, right? His girlfriend, his lady friend, had kept it up for him, and he didn't have a license, right? And so Finn had been driving, but this one time Finn said he couldn't drive. They get pulled over and they arrest him as a violation, right? And immediately Paige can't be bothered. Meanwhile, Paige is, like I said, screwing married men, Bill, until her father tells her, you know, you're not a side piece. You're worth more than that, sis. You worth more, daughter. Okay. And so she finally moves on from him and moves on to the parole officer, Mal, who loves her down bad. When I tell you this man would drink her dirty bathwater, is how I feel about it. And she just played with this man's heart and emotions. It hurt my feelings. Also, through this, we see Paige granted opportunities. She finally finds a house, honey. So Finn has walls and a bedroom. Edwin ends up having to move in with them because he has really no other place to go. And again, the show is really just about their journey in getting to know each other all over again. So when the situation happens with the license and he gets arrested, Paige blames him, honey, because she's got a TED Talk scheduled. And she going to go to her TED Talk. Meanwhile, Finn is like, I've seen every step of the way. And my grandfather is only trying to do good. He goes with grandpa's lady friend to go see him in jail. And of course, it just speaks to their bond. Eventually, towards the end of the episode, we see Edwin move out. Okay. Because Paige, right? And so now Finn's not talking to Paige. He's aggravated. And we're kind of left in a conundrum. She breaks up with Mal, honey, because she screws the married man again. Toxic. All right. Just toxic as hell. Just not ready for love. And they're blaming it all on Dad. And while it is partly on Edwin, it is on him. It's on her too. Being a therapist, I would think she'd be healing more, but they say that that's the point of her character because you do want her. She is supposed to get on your nerves. All right. But it's also supposed to make you reflect on who you are. And do you have any of these things that you need to be working on? I think that the blend of comedy and drama and excitement are all there. You're going to be angry sometimes. You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. I think it delivers all of those things. And I cannot wait for season 2. Drop it in the comments below. Let me know if you're going to be watching, if you've ever even heard of Unprisoned. And if you're still here and you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, honey. We are getting so close to 4K. I'm shocked and amazed. I'm shocked. But thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. And I will see y'all in the next video.